The shocking truth for all of these Knicks moves that have recently been made has just been revealed, as the Knicks have been very active over the last 24 hours, making multiple veteran signings, bringing in talent to this team to continue building up their bench even more, and the truth has finally leaked on why the Knicks went out there and did this, and it was not something on any of our bingo cards, and we're going to jump right in and talk about exactly what is going down with the Knicks right now, because they are planning something very surprising as they continue to build this championship level bench that is absolutely terrifying for opposing NBA teams. But guys, real quick, if you're part of that 57% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because things are heating up with the Knicks right now. They can add a lot more players to this training camp roster and also have a rookie signing and two-way deals to still make. So there's a lot of stuff coming out with the Knicks. You guys want to be sure to not miss a single Knicks update by subscribing to Knicks Digest. We're going to be jumping on these at least and have videos at least 30 minutes after the whole thing goes down. I've been slacking a little bit. We're off that. We are back, baby. But let's jump into it. As we know, the Knicks have been super active over the past couple of hours. Really, I mean, they brought in Garrison Matthews. I keep wanting to call him Garrison something else, but I know it's Garrison Matthews. They brought in Garrison Matthews from the Atlanta Hawks on a training camp deal, which was a nice little move that we thought was going to be giving Landry Shamet some competition when the Knicks just had previously signed Landry Shamet to a one-year deal. However, something else then happened. The Knicks then brought in none other than former Sixth Man of the Year and Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon onto a one-year deal as well, adding the point guard that they've wanted to add for a while. The Knicks wanted another floor general on the court, or really another floor general on the roster who they could trust. Brogdon can do it all. He could shoot the ball, he could score well, he could pass well, he could run an offense, he plays solid defense. He's a very nice all-around player to have off your bench, and we've seen him be very good on some successful teams, most notably the Boston Celtics, where he won Sixth Man of the Year and was an excellent piece for the Celtics. Now, he didn't win a ring with them. He was traded right before, but he did do a lot of good for the team. He was part of that trade that brought in Drew Holiday to Boston. And look, Malcolm Brogdon has gone around everywhere and just now, over the past couple of years, been an excellent veteran to have around the league and on your team. And what we're seeing right now from the Knicks is them bring in multiple guys. And you wonder, well, we always heard the thing, the Knicks can have one veteran minimum on their team. Now there's two. And Garrison Matthews. I'm having a mental block. Again, if you saw the last video I put out, I mentioned that I just rolled out a bit. This video is being recorded right after. So I'm losing it. I'm losing it, guys, but no. In all seriousness, Ian Begley broke this whole thing down, saying, you get Brogdon on a minimum deal. That's a win. He's a veteran point guard. He's done a lot in this league. He's dealt with injuries, but the Knicks were looking for a backup point guard depth, and they got it in Brogdon. The interesting thing is the Knicks can't exceed the second apron, and they signed Landry Shamet yesterday. They could sign a rookie deal to get where they need to be roster-wise and stay under the second apron, but they cannot keep both Brogdon and Shamet. And on top of that, Ian Begley continued by saying Brogdon and Shamet both obviously play different positions and fill different needs. Unless the Knicks make a trade, trading one of the players on traditional contracts here, they will not have enough room to keep both Brogdon and Shamet. If you want depth at the point guard position, and if you want depth at the wing position, you're going to have to make a move, or you're going to have to decide between Landry Shamet and Malcolm Brogdon, and that's where things get very interesting. First, they signed Landry Shamet. Shamet put up around 6 points per game with 1 rebound. He was very, very solid for them, shooting 46% from the field and 40% from 3, including 47% on corner threes. The big thing about Landry Shamet here as well is he really struggled to shoot the ball at first with the Knicks and fell out of the rotation because he was coming off of a dislocated shoulder that definitely threw his game off, and that's not knocking Landry Shamet. I think that would happen to many people. And then on top of that, you have Malcolm Brogdon, a guy who put up almost 13 points per game last year with 4 rebounds and assists, while getting not too good numbers from three-point range, the worst of his career, 28%. But we know Malcolm Brogdon can shoot the ball, and when he's on a Knicks team where he's not really the focal point of an offense, it will be a lot easier to get Malcolm Brogdon those wide-open threes that we know he could hit. And he also shot 43% from the field, is a solid defender. He does everything well. He's an all-around point guard. So Brogdon is an absolutely excellent signing. Don't get it wrong. So right now, Leon Rose has done an excellent job. The problem is we have to see where we go from here, because we look at the Knicks, we look at all their traditional contracts. If they want to bring in both Brogdon and Shamet, one of these guys has to go. Obviously, the core is not going anywhere. Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson, Deuce McBride. They're not going anywhere. Or maybe Deuce McBride, but probably not Deuce McBride. I would really be drop-jaw stunned if Deuce McBride were to get traded. So I don't expect that at all. They would definitely keep on Deuce before they keep on Malcolm Brogdon or Landry Shamet as well. So they wouldn't trade him it just wouldn't happen. Then you get to the guys who are a bit more expendable. I mean, obviously you can't trade Gershon Yabusele. He just signed. You can't trade Jordan Clarkson. He just signed. That leaves the rookies from last year. Pacome Dadier, Tyler Kolek, and Ariel Hukporti. And as you saw in the thumbnail and as we're about to show you right here, there's one guy who you would trade in this situation. Tyler Kolek. He's the one you move here. If you were to trade someone, it's Tyler Kolek who gets traded. Kolek was drafted because Tom Thibodeau wanted him. That was why. He was a Thibodeau pick. Well, guess who's not here anymore? Tom Thibodeau. So already there is a sign. However, let's take another step back real quick. We see Tyler Kolek barely got minutes last year, and there were some games where he actually looked promising, don't get me wrong. But the Knicks, headlined by Leon Rose's comments, said they are solely focused on winning a championship next season. Next season being the 2025-2026 NBA season. Now answer me this. This is no shade towards Tyler Kolek, who I'm a big fan of. Two of my best friends on the planet both went to Marquette at the same time as Tyler Kolek. They said it was electric. One of them actually spoke to Tyler Kolek one time at a bar. I forget the name of it. I shouted out. I think it's called Murph's, but that might be the other one. There's two of them. I never went there. Two of my best friends did. The person who I'm literally closest to on this planet, who I'm not related to, literally said he had a conversation with Tyler Kolek. It's my best friend in the world, and he was like, yeah, Tyler Kolek did not want to speak. It was really funny. But that's not the point of this. But we look at Tyler Kolek, who I'm a big fan of and who I literally have a personal connection to. You look at Landry Shamet, you know the Knicks are kind of going to favor Shamet for considering they signed him. But also, who wins the championship next year? Who helps you win a championship more next year? Malcolm Brogdon or Tyler Kolek? Now that we've all said Malcolm Brogdon, do we see why the Knicks would trade Tyler Kolek? Does it make sense why the Knicks would move on from Tyler Kolek? Because if they move on from Tyler Kolek, they get money to sign Landry Shamet to a guaranteed deal. They have the money to also sign Landry Shamet and Malcolm Brogdon to these contracts. Solely focused on winning a championship. That's 2 veteran spots. That is what you want to do. That makes things a lot easier. Now your 14 players are all guys who can help you win a championship next year. Here's why you don't trade Ariel Hukporti or Pacome Dadier. The Knicks love Pacome. They really, really like Pacome. They see a huge future with him. They really believe that he's going to break out one of these days as they slowly start to build him up. Again, he was a 25th overall project pick. It's not going to be a guy who's getting a ton of minutes instantly. And we've already seen he can perform at the NBA level, which is an excellent sign. Also, his defense was a wonderful surprise. He was not supposed to be a good defender. And then Ariel Hukporti. The Knicks have Cat, Mitchell Robinson, and Hukporti. Those are the 3 guys who are really true signers. I mean, Cat could obviously do both because of the shooting. Both power forward and center, that is. And then you have Gershon Yabusele, who can be an undersized 5, something the Knicks will experiment with. But the Knicks have 4 guys on the roster who could really play center. Now, OG can guard centers, so that's something. But they have 4 guys who could play center on this team, and one of them is power forward. Now, on top of that, and in a way, 2 of them are. So, on top of that, we then see the guard situation. If you keep Malcolm Brogdon, he becomes the lead ball handler. You have Jordan Clarkson. You have Deuce McBride. He has a lot of guards, so you got to kind of do some math with that. Or Mike Brown's just going to run a 3-guard set. And honestly, Deuce, Jordan Clarkson, Malcolm Brogdon, they can all kind of handle it. And I honestly do believe that. Then you also have Josh Hart, who's undersized, so your bench is going to be a little crazy. But you'll figure it out. I trust Mike Brown. I trust the Knicks to figure this out. But it gets interesting. Why would you not trade Tyler Kolek in this situation is really what I'm trying to ask myself. The Knicks can't go above the second apron. They're $1.7 million away from it right now. So that's too much to sign Malcolm Brogdon. It's not to sign Mohamed Diawara or Dink Pate or James Najee, but it is for Malcolm Brogdon. Tyler Kolek was good in the G League. He put up 18 points and 10 assists per game. However, he did not shoot well in the G League at all. The efficiency was bad, and we've seen that with Tyler Kolek before. We saw it again in Summer League. The efficiency was bad. He shot 17% from 3 and under 40% from the field, as he sort of regressed as a passer as well in the G League, given the team was worse. Now, Tyler Kolek in his career has played 7, or in his last season, which was the whole career thus far, he played 7 games where he played 15-plus minutes. In that span, we actually saw what looked like a future NBA player. He put up 4.4 points, and on top of that, 6 assists. He was a great passer. He shot 33% from 3 and 35% from the field. So the efficiency when it comes to scoring the ball, still not there at all. And that's a cause for concern. Because we look at his numbers on the season, in the 7.2 minutes per game that he played, obviously they're very inconsistent and mostly just garbage time. He put up 2 points, 1.7 assists, shot 33% from the field, and 30% from 3. At the same time, he's already 24 years old. He's not a 19-year-old who is doing that, who it's like, oh, he'll have time. No, he's about to be 25. He's very close in age to Deuce McBride. So when we look at that, when we see everything, it does make sense that the Knicks would decide, you know what, we're going to trade him to the Brooklyn Nets, who have salary, for some protected second-round pick and a cap dump. At the same time, the Knicks also brought in Jordan Clarkson to put up 16 points, 3.2 assists, and 3.7 rebounds. 3.2 rebounds and 3.7 assists, shooting 41% from the field and 36% from 3, who's also going to be able to be a lead ball handler. So in this situation, I kind of expect Tyler Kolek to get traded. That's sort of what I feel like is coming. That's what makes sense to me. What makes sense to you guys? Let me know in those comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'm so happy basketball news is actually back, because going for content in July and August is absolutely brutal, guys. Have a great day, and go Knicks. This video is coming out on Friday, and it's coming out on Friday around 5 p.m., so you made it to the weekend. Congratulations.